let's talk about a really important but overlooked doctrine of the Bible, the importance of divine revelation. In Galatians 1, 11 and 12, Paul says, "I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that the gospel I preached is not of human origin. I did not receive it from any man, nor was I taught it. Rather, I received it by the revelation of Jesus Christ." How did he do this? Oh yeah, by having a supernatural relationship with Jesus. If you remember, Paul persecuted Christians after Jesus died and became a Christian when he saw a vision. He did not know Jesus when he was alive. In this verse, Paul is telling you that he was not taught by an apostle or a Catholic priest or his friendly neighborhood youth pastor. He is telling you that Jesus supernaturally taught him what is in his letters, in the Bible. He knows these things because he went inside himself and came to the truth on his own. So let's go there. Let's talk about having a conversation with a deity in your head. When I was on my third mission trip at 21 years old, I was sitting in the Botswana sand with my Bible in my lap during our mandatory hour-long morning quiet time. I had been praying, begging Jesus to reveal truth with a capital T. Whatever it was, I wanted to know, because the behavior of the people around me and the things they were teaching weren't sitting well with me. Now that I'm a witch and I work with energy, I can tell you what happened. I tapped into the Christ consciousness by reading the red letters of Jesus. Every morning I read them over and over. I was doing what the leaders told me to do. I was reading the Bible and praying to understand it. What did Jesus say in Matthew, Mark, and Luke? What did he say? Not what was someone else's interpretation of it, but what did Jesus Christ himself say? As I was praying for truth with a capital T, I felt it. Not a voice, not a hallucination, but the feeling of realization that was the answer to my prayer. 4 little words that set me free. There is no hell. And that was the end of Christianity for me. With that realization gripping me, everything else unraveled. If there is no hell, so many other doctrines crumbled. Everything the church taught me rested on that idea, and it all came tumbling down like a house of cards. So just like Paul talks about in Galatians 1, 11 through 12, and John talks about in Revelation 1, 1, I had a revelation, a direct knowing from Jesus Christ himself. It felt like the most correct, truthful thing I had ever experienced. As I left the church, Jesus was there with me, comforting me on the way out. I was taught to believe and trust in the Bible, and the Bible says to believe and trust in my own revelation. So I do. And the essence of the Jesus I still experience in trance and visions as a non-Christian witch conforms to the loving, compassionate Jesus I was taught growing up to revere. So why would I ever go back to the lies and doublespeak of the church?